Are you a developer or a contractor and is struggling with the high project cost and your aim is to create value for your customer? Then you are at the right place. Hi, my name is Akshay Bhatt and this video is in continuation to our topic, project optimization strategies in a construction project. In the last video, we discussed about the importance and the benefit of project optimization strategies while offering value to end user and benefit construction industry as a whole. We also discussed about the inefficiencies caused due to various negligences of the stakeholders that may arise out of different situations and the need to create efficiency in the system in order to offer value to the customer, where a streamlined process can help up to a certain extent. Then we discussed about the major component of associated optimization strategies, which is dedicated to design, but to be brought into practice by specialized people who have such mindsets and who plan the optimization in advance during project initiating and planning stage. In the last, we discussed about bringing an expertise of specialized people who have the mindset and help win an edge over the competition with a better brand value at a competitive price offer. So what exactly are these strategies and what lies next? Let's see, and I'm very excited to discuss this. But before that, there is a disclaimer as well about the upcoming parameters we are going to discuss. As I will be coming up with more videos on properties, please subscribe to my channel Propertyshiksha and remain updated on the latest trends and the formation. This slide is an overview of project optimization. So if we break down the optimization according to specific stages, then optimization process starts right from working with right partner that helps adopt right strategies and management practices. It, when fairly led by right team and leadership, helps achieve right timing pertaining to the launch of the project as per prevailing and anticipated market conditions. It also helps have a backup plan or alternative plan strategies for possible bottlenecks. All these right steps finally make it possible to quote the right price to end buyer. So now let us move to specific cases where time and cost can be controlled with effective consideration. So my first point under project optimization strategies affecting the time and cost of the project and is attributable to property and plot deals is site selection. Under site selection, the important factor here for any site or plot finalization is the Z component. That means any site in any hill or terrain is going to increase our construction cost, which means any Z-axis development is always ended up with an additional cost to whole of the project as compared to the flat site with no terrain. So better be aware of this before any site finalization and avoid it if you have any alternative option available with you. Under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project and is attributable to property or plot deals is again the site selection. So under site selection, this point is dedicated to minimum filling at site, where a plot should be chosen almost equal to the level of adjacent external road, which is an ideal condition, especially when there is no basement which is to be built. So here I have shown the two diagrams, two sketches. One sketch is showing is like less fill in the plot and the another one is showing the more fill in the plot. So less fill in the plot is leading to a less cost and more filling in the plot is leading to a more cost. So any higher difference in between natural ground level of plot and external road will certainly lead to higher cost of filling with higher foundation depth and its associated cost. So it is better to check this before finalizing any plot deals. So under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project and is attributable to master plan is architecture design. Under architecture design, any site planning that involves multiple blocks arrangement, especially in the case of residential complex where multiple residential towers are planned, it is better to plan compact or cohesive development in place of open or scattered development. So I have already shown the two diagrams over here. One diagram is showing the compact or cohesive development as compared to the other one where it is shown open and scattered development. Also, by virtue of its planning, the first diagram shows the minimized external or infrastructure development while leaving an undeveloped patch of land on one side. While in other diagram, it is shown the wide external or infrastructure development, which is not advisable. So this compact or cohesive development will help minimizing or reducing road or services networks and thus minimizing extent of external development and its associated cost. Though this completely depends on product launch strategy, but still this is one of the project optimization strategy related to cost. Under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project and is attributable to building design and layout is related to architecture design. Under architecture design, any block should preferably be designed in a way to minimize the facade area, which means proposing an optimized shape in plan that should be translated to minimize surface or facade area. So here is an example of proposing the optimized shape where two forms are compared. Here the forms are chosen with the same area, but if we calculate the periphery of the two forms, we'll find that a square form has less peripheral area as compared to rectangular one. And if we transform this shape into a facade of the building, it leads to a reduction of the facade area and its associated cost. So it is advisable to plan the form close to square as far as possible and avoid any additional cost burden, provided there is no site constraints and site has the flexibility to propose the form. And this is especially helpful in the case of commercial or IT buildings, wherein facade, a substantial amount of glass facade system is proposed. Under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project and is attributable to structural conditions is related to structure design. So under structure design, it is advisable to reduce the overall dead load of the structure, where one of the strategies is to reduce the filling or reducing the depth or extent of sunken area. The diagram over here explaining the particular point, where upper diagram shows the sunken area where the filling is proposed and the surface is passing through filling. The lower picture is shown as the surfaces hanging below the slab and the sunken is avoided. So this can be done while optimizing the depth of sunken area, including all toilets, balconies and kitchen areas where hanging surfaces may be provided or proposed during design stage. And this will certainly help optimizing the structure and reducing the structure cost. So under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project is attributable to services design considerations and is related to electrical. So under electrical, this point is towards the location of main power DB, from where the further distribution of wiring is done. So here I have taken an example of a flat where the two locations of DBs are shown and their comparative lengths are measured tentatively. So in case 1, DB is shown at a central location with a supply connection from the main entrance point, and further its distribution is shown to the other interior spaces. And in case 2, DB is shown at an entrance location and further its distribution is shown to other interior spaces. Then I have tentatively calculated the distributed wiring length, which shows the shorter length required in case of centralized location of DB. So such optimization considerations, if adopted in a planning, can lead to a cost optimization of a project. Under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the cost of the project is attributable to building design and layouts and is related to interior design. So under interior design, it is advisable to avoid proposing too many of materials in a project and try to limit the numbers of materials. So which will ultimately help increasing the volume per material and their associated large volume order benefits with better discounts on deals. So here I have shown the two comparatives. In first one, it is shown as a more materials and the second one is shown as the less materials. So more materials is leading to more procurements and contracts, less volume per material procurement, more subcontractors, more specialized equipment, more specialized labor, etc., and which is leading to higher cost. Where the less materials is leading to less procurement and contracts, more volume per material procurement, less subcontractor, less specialized equipment, less specialized labor, and more. But it is leading to a lesser cost. So this shows that this consideration will also help minimizing the number of contractors, subcontractors, and execution agencies on the site. And also at management front, it will lead to minimize work orders or internal specialized coordination team requirement, or requisite building equipment, and finally the maintenance cost at a longer run. Under project optimization strategies, my next point affecting the time, quality, and cost of the project is attributable to site execution and is related to project management. So under project management, waste is one of the aspects which is normally associated with redesign poor planning and coordination, construction defects or errors, etc., which requires first to identify the factor and then have a proper control on it to minimize it. On construction site, firstly, material waste generation should be controlled with optimized utilization approach and regular on-site monitoring of its usage by labor. After that, whatever waste is generated, its sorting and recycling should be done as far as possible. Though its contribution may be small or big in the overall project cost depending on the size and type of the project. But one thing is true about this is that reducing waste in construction always means maximizing material usage and thus minimizing waste and its associated cost. So this is the end of this presentation. In this presentation, I discussed about project optimization strategies and covered a few examples to achieve that. Though there are hundreds of ways towards this, which are helpful to create and offer value to stakeholders and finally to end user. So for any project optimization, people with such a mindset is important to work in your project, which may be a part of in-house team or hired specifically for the purpose. Such people should be involved at very concept stage itself. Also, as mentioned earlier, design is the most important part of any real estate development and carries the maximum weightage. So this project optimization is applicable to many heads and multiple stages of design development, like master plan, building design related to architecture, structure, and MEP design, utility services planning, topography of site, landscaping, sustainability, building massing, effective construction friendly design, facade design, towers design, basement construction considerations, elevation features, material specifications, and more. So while extending further, these optimization strategies are also applicable to effective project management, contract management, procurement, and site execution. So out of all of these, I have covered the few points just to explain the point. So finally, this is the end of this presentation. So kindly get in touch with me at propertyshikshaforall@gmail.com for any queries or any information, any more information. So thanks for watching this video. Just keep on watching, keep understanding, and keep learning. Thank you.